We'll start the class by chanting 3 rounds of Om. Everyone just sit straight, eyes closed. Inhale and exhale deeply. We'll start the class by chanting 3 rounds of Om. 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 Gently rub your hands together, apply on the face. Okay, we can start with the random quick question. Everyone can put their camera on. Anita ji, Sonia ji. Okay, can you give a quick revision, Anita ji, what we have learned yesterday?
Yes, ma'am. We
Fast,
learned
fast.
about Gherand Samhita was written by uh, Gherand. It's a conversation between Gherand and Chandakapali. It was in uh, it
You have to
talks about
listen her. What she is missing, I will ask rest of you.
it's say about Sapta Yoga, 7 types of yoga. They and that 7 types of yoga are Shatkarma, Asana, Mudra, Pratyagara, Pranayama, Dharana, Samadhi. That Satkarma starts with Dauti, Basti, Neti, Lauli Kriya, Trataka, Kapalabhati. And that Dauti is classified for Andardauti, the Andardauti,
Can you
Hidadauti.
see any of you learn without seeing the text, without seeing your notebook? Have you remembered? Any of
Uh,
you?
um,
Aarti ji, Sonia,
Only the Satkarma, ma'am.
have you remembered?
Yes, ma'am. Up to the last class, ma'am. Dhoti, then Antar Dhoti, Danda Dhoti, Hit Dhoti, and Mula Sadhana. In Antar Dhoti, there are Vatsara, Vanisara, Agnisara, and Vahishkrita. Up to this one.
Very good. And Aarti ji, what both of them has missed? Let me know what she has missed.
I think Sonia
You
ma'am is
explain about the
completed.
what. बताओ बताओ.
Vatsara is I'm explaining about the Vatsara, ma'am, na? Yes, ma'am.
Explain whole techniques, precaution, contraindication, technique, everything of what's Dhoti. Fast.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Vatsara is when in Vatsara we make the lips like a crow and
And what we call this mudra?
Kaki mudra. That's called a Kaki mudra.
Good.
And then inhale the air into your abdomen up to the throat, and then circulate the abdomen, and then as much as you can, and then belching out all the air from your mouth. And then it purifies the body. It is for a digestive uh, gastric fire, and it's for purified the body, gastric fire, and also for the one thing is more,
Sai,
all
tell me
diseases,
what's
remove
the
all
benefits
diseases.
of Sai, can you tell me what's the benefits of Vatsa Dhoti? according to the text?
I think it improves the digestion and keeps the body healthy.
But one more are there. You have to remember each benefits according to the slokas. And who have remembered the sloka of Shatka Saptang Yoga? Sonia, have you remembered?
Yes, ma'am. I will try that one, but it's hard for me. Sodhana. Ma'am, I will try next.
गलत ही बोलना है पर बोलना है फास्ट.
I can say it first. That's why. Sodhanam, Dridata, Laghavam, Helium. I forgot the 2 months. Laghavam. Sorry, ma'am.
Okay. And Aarti ji?
Shodhanam, Drita, Chav, Stharium, Dhairyam, Chalagvam, Pratyaksham, Charniliptam, Ghata, I forgot.
Ghatasya Saptasadhanam.
Saptasadhanam, yes.
Okay. Sai, can you tell me the another sloka, 10 or 11, when you relate each karma with the original practice? Do you remember?
Have to learn, have to by heart. I'm sorry. Today I will do it.
Okay. And have you prepared everyone question? I told you to prepare few questions. Have you prepared? Have you read the original text? Who have read the original text? No one? Aarti. Okay. Good. Dekho, the class will be very fast and we have very less time to cover a whole syllabus. If you go this way, I think it's hard for you. So just to take it a little bit serious, and I'm just working on the key points only. So if you miss the key point also in the class, then I won't think it will be work for you. So just pay a little bit more attention. I just request. Okay, we can start from there only. Okay.
And if possible today, can you share the version what you have? Because I have a version which is a different version. So
Okay, I will share in the group. Is it visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, till yesterday we have discussed about the Vatasara Dhoti. From today, Vatasara and Varisara also we have discussed Sang Prakshalan technique. Okay, so today we'll start with the Vahnisara Antardhoti. These are the 4 types of Antardhoti we have discussed yesterday. Vatasara means Vata is represented by the air. Next is the Vatasar. Next is the Varisar. Vari was here representing cleansing the body with the help of water. The third is the Vahnisara, where you have to clean your body, activating the by activating your digestive fire. In the text, Vahini is also represented as the fire. Here we will talk about not the original fire, but our digestive fire. That is, and this technique is having a synonymous name that's called the Agnisara Kriya. So the sloka is here between verse 19 to 20. Navi Granthi Meru Priste Satvaram Chakarye. Here, what you have to do simply, first you have to understand with the figure ki Vatasara can be, Agnisara technique can be done in both the ways. Like in the sitting also you can perform the Agnisara technique, and you can also do in the standing position also. So these you also have to remember ki which technique will be performed in which asana, whether it's sitting asana. In sitting asana also some techniques have a specific name asana. So you have to remember that. But here you have to remember Agni Sara Kriya can be performed in both the ways, standing and sitting. Okay. Simply what you have to do in the Agni Sara Kriya, you have to retain prana vayu, pull the navel against the spinal column 100 times. It's a very, in the simple words, if you want to understand the Agni Sara Kriya, what you have to do, inhale the air, inhale deeply, how much you can, and then forcefully exhale, completely exhale, and there is no air inside. Now move the abdomen. Just try to, there should be repeated movement in your abdomen. And every time you are imaging, you are trying to touch your navel to the your spinal column. Means how much back flipping it is. You are touching the spinal movement, you are touching your abdomen. It's like it has written here, you have to do this 100 times. But as this book must be written in context of sadhakas, those who are the advanced practitioner of yoga. But if you talk about the therapeutic, if we talk about in context of therapeutic, or if we talk about the in context of as a beginner, so initially you can start with the 20-25 means how much exhalation or breathing retention capacity you have. Based on that, you will be able to perform this Agni Sara Dhoti. The technique is same in both the position. Whether you do the standing also, what you have to do simply inhale and then exhale completely. And while exhaling, stop the air outside and just do this movement continuously. Okay. So you have to remember this according to slope. Satavaram chakaryet means you have to perform it 100 times. So this enables Agni Shara Dhoti to be performed. Disease of the abdomen. What's the benefit of doing an Agni Shara Dhoti? There are two benefits are given according to the slope. So this first one is the Jatragni Vivardhyate. Means your digestive fire is stimulated. The second benefit is disease of the abdomens are removed. Whether you have indigestion, constipation, or any disorder related to your digestion or the abdomen, this can be removed with the help of Agnisara. Because it simply means, if you understand, try to understand it, it gives internal massage to your internal body. So these are the two benefits of doing Agnisara Dhoti. Okay. Next, we will move to the next. So what is the contraindication? Who cannot perform these Agni Sarkariya? Those who are suffering from heart disease, any kind of heart disease, whether it is coronary heart disease or any kind of cardiovascular disorder, they must be prevented from doing this. Those who are having high blood pressure, or even those who are having irregular blood pressure, means it's normal BP and but suddenly her BPs are fluctuating, so they must be avoided while doing this kind of practice. The person is suffering from cancer or any kind of abdominal ulcer, hernia, asthma, or any kind of severe respiratory disease, they should not perform Agni Sara Kriya. As a yoga teacher, yoga therapist, or a yoga scholar, you must be considering about the contraindication also. And one of the best contraindication is pregnancy. This I have observed that in all the yogic text, pregnancy has given a good place. Means in this also you cannot perform. In many techniques you might have seen ki avoidance is mentioned specifically about the pregnancy. So during pregnancy also Agni Kriya should not be performed. Okay. So what's the benefits of doing physical benefits? When we talk about the physical benefits, basically the Agni Kriya massages and tones all the abdominal organs. Also, it promotes the correct secretion of digestive juices. There in anatomy class, you must have read about the different type of digestive juices or bile juices you have. So it just promotes the secretion of that digestive juices and just optimum use or assimilation of the food or nutrients, vitamins you are taking as a food. So and other stomach worms can also be destroyed. So these are the few physical benefits of doing Agnisara Kriya. Some of the mental health benefits are also those who having a high degree of those who are the introvert as a personality, those who are introvert and they are very like shy kind of nature. This here it is suggested that they must perform Agnisara Kriya to avoid this. It activates our nervous system. So by practicing it moderately, it will remove depression for 3 to 4 hours. So next is the Bahiskrit Antardhoti. Okay, this is the last type of Antardhoti. We have discussed about the 4 Antardhoti: Vatasara, Varisara, Vahnisara, and Bahiskrit. So this is the last one, and this dhoti is called the washing the rectum. Till now, you have observed we have done the cleaning of our esophagus, our stomach, our small intestine, our large intestine. Now, this is the last part in the washing the rectum. So, here also, what you have to do, Kaki Mudram Sodhitva Purye Dwaram Marut. So, what you have to do again in this Bahiskrit Dhoti, you have to again make a beak of a crow. There is a very slight difference between Vatasar dhoti and Bahiskrit. Many people get confused, but just I will just highlight the point where it is you have to make a difference. Here also you have to again make a kaki mudra, beak of a crow, taking air through the mouth, filling the abdomen. But here you have to retain the air. You have to keep the air inside your stomach for half an hour, or sometimes 1.5 hours, means 1.5 ghanta, or half an hour in the stomach itself. So can you do that? Obviously we cannot do that. Now we cannot retain our air inside the stomach. So these practice should always be practiced by the expert and those who having greater variation or having good command over their breathing, so that if they have greater internal retention capacity at the more and more, so they can perform these kind of Bahiskrit dhoti. Then circulate it. When you retain the air inside your stomach, you have to keep it for 1.5 hours, that is pura like 90 minutes. Then circulate it and expel it through the rectum. In the Vatsar Dhoti, where we are expelling the air through the belching or through the mouth. But here in the Bahiskrit Dhoti, you have to belch, you have not to belch, but you have to expel the air through the rectum. It is top secret and it is called the Bahiskrit. Why it is top secret? Param here you can see Esa Dhoti Para Gopya Na Prakashe Kadachana. Means it's a very secretive, because a beginner, a learner, or a naive person cannot learn this, because he has not command over their physical or mental body or spiritual body. So these practices are very pious and very beneficial. So specifically some of the practice is targeted as it should be secret, and these can be performed with the by the expert also, and also in the guidance of competent teacher. Okay. So here also it's the first technique is similar to Vasudhati, but requires greater expertise in pranayama, because those who have no command over the breathing, they cannot perform these kind of techniques. So moving to the next, there is another technique of doing this dhoti, Bahiskrit dhoti. Here you have to, this is also secretive, but the technique is different. What you have to do in this, you have to stand in water up to the navel region, where the water is touching your navel. You have to stand in this kind of water, push out the rectum or the Sakti Nari and wash it, removing the waste product where the nadi is clean, and draw it again. These are the very secretive, and you cannot find more and deep explanation about these techniques specifically. So it is not even accessible to the gods, because human life is very important and this is the best life for doing sadhana or the yogic kriya. What would be the benefits of doing this asana? Those who can, it is not possible to practice Bhaskrit Dhoti for the person whose ability to retain in air in the abdomen for up to 1.5 hours has been developed. Though the person cannot even do this practice when the person doesn't have the breathing capacity or the internal retention capacity of breathing. So moving to the next. We will start with the Dant Dhoti. The Antar Dhoti has been completed. Next is the Dant Dhoti. Dant Dhoti is starting cleaning the head region. Now we have cleaned the middle part of the body, our stomach, our intestines, and the rectum. Now you have to do the upper body cleansing, that is your head region. So Dant Dhoti is how many types? There are 4 types of Dant Dhoti, but the hair it's 4 only. Dantmoolam, Jivamulam, Randhram, Chakarmi Yugmaya. 5 is here. Why? Can anybody guess why it's 5?
Ears are 2.
Yeah, good, very good. So it's one is the Dantmoola, another is the Jivamulam. Next is the Karn. We have 2 ears, so it's considerable here. And the last is the Kapalarandhram. Panchayate Dant Dhoti Vivardhyate. There are 5 kinds of Dant Dhoti. Dantamul, cleaning the teeth. Jivamul is cleaning the tongue. Karnirandra is cleaning the 2 ears. Okay, and I think this question has already came in the exam about this specific panchayat. How many types of dant dhoti are there? People will by mistake they tick 4: dant dhoti, jivamulam, karniyumay, kapal. But the answer is 5, because when you learn the sloka, then only we will be able to reach the exact and the correct answer. So here the Danta Dhoti is of 5 types. This question is already came in the exam. So it's very, very important. So we will start from the Danta Moolam. Okay, how to perform Danta Dhoti. Danta Dhoti is Dant means your teeth. How to clean the teeth in the NC. What's the technique of cleaning the teeth in the ancient text. Khadi Rain Rasena Shuddha Mritti Kayatadha means rub or massage. There are 2 things you can take. Khadir plant, this is one of the Ayurvedic medicinal plant, or clean earth. Clean earth means you have to dug the earth and just get the pure. You can just also take it suggested like yellow earth or the black earth, whatever is available nearby you, but it should not contain any kind of stone, glass, or any impurities are there everywhere, plastics are there. So you for getting the clean earth, you have to dig a little bit more, and from deep you have to take it, and you can apply it as a tooth cleaning practice. So what you have to do, you yogis must adopt this method every morning to protect their teeth. Those who know yoga consider Dant Dhoti is to be a very significant part of their practice. So how to do this? Khadir is also called the, you can Google it. Khadir, how it looks. It's in Hindi, it's called Katha. We like in people used to put in the pan and take it, and in the ancient time or now also for those who are eating pan they are using khadir, but for the yoga practice you can just avail it from your nearby shops. So what should be the you just take it and just apply with the help of index finger, clean it properly. You have to massage your upper jaw or lower jaw also. By if you apply the fingers, there is circulation in the jaw, blood circulation in the jaw increases. It just give healthy gums. But when we do it with the brushing, I think we only just rub to the initial part, but the gums are still untouched. So in the yogic test, it is very important to just use sometimes once in a week you can apply, you can just do with the help of fingers. Okay, so who cannot do this? those who suffer from gum disease, or sometimes the blood comes from their gum, or any kind of dental precaution they are undergoing, they should not practice it only after taking the appropriate dental treatment. So what's the benefits? It gives a healthy gum and a strong blood flow throughout the your jaw. Next is the Jihuva Sodhan, the tongue cleaning. How to clean the tongue? Athat, here now you have to lengthening of the tongue destroys the all the so long tongue in the when we talk about the in the common in the household people, those who speak more, they told ना कि देखना इसकी जीवा कितनी बड़ी है ऐसे मत it take a wrong sense, but in the yogic sadhana practice a long tongue is a very spiritual, a very helpful, and it has some scientific benefits as well. So long tongue is very necessary. So Mahasi Gherand is here now explaining what's the benefit, how to clean your tongue now. So what's the benefit of doing the Jara Maran Roga Din say Dirgilambika? What's the lengthening of the tongue destroys three things: old age, death, and disease, any kind of disease. These three are the benefits of doing Jihva Sodhan. You can just learn, you can just write it. So now here they are mentioning the techniques. Tarjani, Madhyama, Anamika. Tarjani, Madhyama, Anamika. Tarjani is your index finger, Madhyama is your middle finger, Anamika is your ring finger. You have to make the finger like this. You have to put it inside your tongue, and you have to do this movement, forward, backward movement for cleaning of your tongue. So what's the first benefit? Kaf dosam nivaryat. So first benefit is here, any kind of cough, this sneezing or having any kind of cough disorder, it can be cured by doing Jiva Sodhan. And earlier we have already studied Lambika Dirgitam Varjit. So what after doing this practice, slowly your tongue will be enlarged. Here, when you have to do this technique, one you can do 2 times a day, in the morning, in the sunrise, and also at the sunset. These can be done at the 2 times. This Jiva Sodhan Kriya is also called the Dohan Kriya. Okay, so sometimes what you have in the text, what you have to, it is written that you can take some butter or something and apply on the tongue, and also you can just perform like this, so that for the elongated tongue, by milking eggs, and how we just do the milking technique now, that also can be applied for enlarging your tongue. The frequencies could be done to 7 to 10 times. ऐसा नहीं कि I want a long tongue, I will do 200 times. No. So everything is having limitation of their own and their own side effects. So just do 7 to 10 times every morning or the evening. Okay. And it should not be performed if you have that blisters on your tongue. So sometimes the people is having long nail na, it's also sometimes give a cut. So these should be cleaned. Your nail should be very clean so that other germs cannot go directly inside through your mouth. So you should be careful through that. Is it clear now, Jiva Sodhan? Can we move to next?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, there is one sentence which says, tad tadgram lohayantrena.
See, here it's also in the explanation as a tongue key. There is explanation, strong explanation. Ki you have to take an instrument it should be like its a length should be, its a width should be like your a hair, or you can take it and just you have to move it. Okay, at the lower side of your tongue. Means how can I make you understand? Means you have to cut it
Lohayantrena,
slowly.
is it a metal instrument? Is it an iron instrument?
No. It's Lohiyantana. Yeah, it's a kind of metal instrument in the ancient time. But now in the modern time, we cannot suggest this because now I have from the yogic experience I am sharing. There are some people I just listening ki those who are in the Himalayas, na, those who perform the techniques, they have started doing that by using something, so they get mum now, means now they cannot even speak, they start trembling voice. And because these are written in the back, like during the 17th century, so what, how they have performed it, and how the commentaries are written, how they interpreted it, the same sloka according to their convenience, is very less known. According to my learners. So if you have listened the story key through this, you can. This is the one of the technique to elongate your tongue. So they were performing by cutting the lower slowly day by day. They were applying and just cutting it. But I think it should not be suggested in the by keeping in view of therapeutic things. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can we move to the next then?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sai, can you conclude till now? Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please.
So from Vahini Sara, ma'am.
Yeah. You can
So
start with
the
Vata Sara also if you want, if you remember without seeing the text.
I'll try from Vahini Sara, ma'am. So Vahini
Okay.
Sara, so in this you have to adopt the you have to take in the air and you have to after inhaling and while you exhale you have to flap the abdomen in and out. It can be then the
How many
benefits it
times?
says
How many
bene
times?
it has to be done for 100 times. That is Shatavaram Chakarayat. And
Hmm.
its benefits is that the diseases of the abdomen are removed and the digestive fire is stimulated. And the contraindications, it says that heart diseases, high BP, cancer, abdominal ulcers, and severe respiratory disorders and pregnancy it should be avoided. And as a mental health benefit for depression, it helps. And coming to the Bhahiskrita practice, in this you have to adopt the Kaki Mudra and you have to take air through the mouth and retain the air inside the stomach for 1.5 hours. And then you have to circulate it to the rectal region and then expel it out through the rectal region. Then the another method which has been suggested is you can stand in the water up to the navel region and push out the rectum and wash it. And next comes the Danta Dhauti. In Danta Dhauti, 5 types of Danta Dhauti are explained. That is Dantamula, Jivamula, Randram, and Karnayo, the Karna part. So the ears. So since there are 2 ears, it comprises of 5 parts. And coming to the Dantamula, you take the khadira plant or the earth which is deep inside, which is pure, and you try to rub that with your fingers throughout the whole mouth. By doing this, you keep your gums healthy, and there is a strong blood flow to the gums. Coming to the jiva mula, Shodhana, there you lengthen, you perform the lengthening of
Okay,
the
okay.
tongue.
Sonia, can you explain how we can perform Jiva Sodhan?
Yes, in Jivasodhan, one should clean the tongue by inserting our uh, finger and massage
Which
it.
finger? This is another
Index,
question which have already came in exam. Which fingers have been used in Jiva Sodhan? So you must remember which fingers have been used. Come on, tell me.
By inserting the index, middle, and ring finger
Good.
and
Okay, go
massaging the
ahead.
tongue. And massaging the tongue, it can remove our kapha. And this practice can be done 2 times in a day, that is in the morning and in the night. And the kriya is also this kriya is also known as Dohan kriya.
Okay. So, Aarti ji, do you remember Varisar Dhoti?
Yes, ma'am. Vanisar.
Varisar.
Varisar. Yes, ma'am. It's like a Shank Prakshalan.
Lakhu
Yes,
Sang Prakshala.
Lagu Shank
Sang
Prakshalan.
Prakshalana is a long technique.
Yes, ma'am. There is a 5 asanas. Drink water slowly through the mouth up to the throat, and the
Which kind of water?
lukewarm water, salty, lukewarm water.
Hmm?
Yes, ma'am. Then
And what should be the... Okay, go
5
ahead.
asanas are there. What is first is
Hmm.
Tadasana, then Tiryak
Mhm.
Tadasana, then Kati
Hmm.
Chakrasana, Triyak
Hmm.
Bhujangasana, Udhar Karshanasana, and performed it 8 times each asana in one round.
Can you tell me what are the mechanism of each asana? How they are acting with the water
Yes, ma'am.
in the
In
body?
the first is there is a pyloric valve in Tadasana,
First
opens
is
the
what?
Tiryak
Related with the asana.
Tadasana.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am. Pyloric valve is open, allowing the water to pass through the uh, into the stomach, passed into the
Good.
stomach. Yes, and second one is the Tirek Tadasana. Is it acts in the between the small intestine and colon.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am. I forgot
Third, fourth,
next
fifth.
one.
Next, anybody can continue? Sai, Sonia. Come
I'll
on,
try,
come
ma'am.
on, guys. Try.
And in Kati Chakrasana, the water is coming into the abdominal regions. And while doing the Kati Chakrasana, the water from the small intestines is pushed through the large intestine. And
Okay.
after Kati Chakrasana, we will do the Tira Bhujangasana. In Tira Bhujangasana, the I forgot that
Ileocecal valve.
the ileocecal valve in the small intestine push the water to the last intestine. So the water is
Hmm.
entered into the last intestine. And
Hmm.
in last position, Udarasana, the abdominal muscle is stressed, so the water from the large intestine is going to the rectum. I think.
Rectum and anus.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so be ready for the cross question and ask yourself ki, how much you have prepared. Till now, you are doing very good. Very good. It's very good. Okay, can we continue to the next? Next is the Karna Randhra Dhoti. So, Karna is here represented as your ear. So, Karna Randhra Dhoti is now cleaning of your ear regions. So, Tarjani and Anamika. So, Tarjani is here, the index, and Anamika is here, your ring finger. You have to clean your ear with the index and ring finger by practicing it this daily. Nad or inner sound may be heard. Nada Anusandhan is another very important thing. This is important in Hatha Yoga. In Hatha Yoga Pradipika, you will be reading the various types, various stages of Nada Anusandhan. So this Karna Randhra Dhoti is preparing you before practicing Nada Anusandhan. It activates the Nada or the inner sound if your ear is clean. So because sometimes you, as a joke, you have must have, if you are not listening to your parents, what they say, go clean your ear so that you will listen directly what you are advised to do. So By practicing this daily, nada or inner sound may be heard. This is very simple. Next is Nityam Abhyasa Yogena. This was the single benefit of doing Karna Randra Dhoti. Nityam Abhyasa Yogena Nada Antaram Pratyakshate. Okay, so Nada Yoga sound you can see. Next is the Kapala Randra Dhoti, cleaning the upper region of the Kapala. Here, sometimes it comes here also. For the child, sometimes it's Kapal Randra is represented as here also, the uppermost upper head region. The first benefit of doing Kapalarandra Dhoti is Kapha dosam nivaryet, and the second benefit is Divya Drishti Prajayate. You should have a word to word answer of everything. There are two benefits of Kapalaran. First is Kapha dosam nivaryet, second is the Divya Drishti Prajayate. So, massage the forehead with the right hand thumb. With this type of practice, one is relieved of kapha dosa. Sometimes it is also says to massage your forehead like this with the right hand, and it is also the in between your eyebrows. It is also called the third eye or the Shiva eye. So by doing this, one is relieved from the kapha dosa. The nadis are purified, and the divine vision is because it's called the Divya Drishti Prajayate, means this is the third eye of Lord Shiva. So here for the yogis, it is said that you can just get the Divya Drishti after practicing it. So the nadis practice this technique at the end of sleep or after food or before sleep. These three points you can just do this. Okay. One technique is like you can do like this way. For the if you have seen a little child around you, they may you can feel that their upper head region is very soft. It is just a little bit massy. So with age, the bone occupy the space and the upper our forehead get structured. So sometimes you can see the parents used to put the like this also. So it is also in the second technique, it has written take some water also in your hand by making a cup of your hand, and you can apply like this also. So it will give you a good sleep, relieve you from the stress or headache and etc. Okay, so these were the two benefits of doing Kapalaran. Now coming to the Hrid Dhoti. Hrid means here, Hrid is represented as the heart region. Okay, so by doing Hrid Dhoti, you have to clean your heart region. Hrid Dhoti slok is very simple. Simple, that is the 1/35. Hrid Dhoti Vidyam Kuryat Dand Vaman Vasasa. So Hrid Dhoti has three types. Dand, Vaman, Vasasa. Dand is here using a stick. Vaman is here by by vomiting the water. Using again, they will use the water as a cleansing technique. Vasasa, vas here means using cloth. Okay, so we will discuss it in detail. So, how many types of Hrid Dhoti are there? Three: Dand, Vaman, Vasasa. Okay. So starting from the Dand Dhoti, here the slok is Rambha Dandam Harid Dandam means and Vetra Dandam. Three kind of dand has been advised to use. So the another question is here for you. So they will give you the option which kind of three sticks can be used, because other the common things are not be used now. So these Rambha is here, banana tree, turmeric stem, and a sugarcane stem. You can just learn. Rum is here, the turmeric stem, the banana tree. Harid dandam is here, turmeric stick, and Vedra dandam is here, sugarcane stick. So these three sticks has been using previously for doing the dand dhoti. What you have how to perform this. So what you have to do, it is advised that the stick should be soft and a little bit flexible, because it's going inside, so it should have to take a shape according to the structure of your pharynx, larynx, and your system. So a thin turmeric steam or should be repeatedly inserted, and it's like this, and you have to put it and just take it outside and put it inside. Nowadays the rubber dhoti is available. So have you done it, any of you? Have you
I
practiced
have,
it?
yeah, I have done the Dandadoti, ma'am, but the procedure seems to be different. Like we drink 2 or 3 glasses of saline water, lukewarm saline water, then we insert the rubber danda or the rubber catheter which is available, and we try to remove the water through the danda by performing the flapping of abdomen. That is the Nauliki Kriya we try to do, and try to remove. That's what I have practiced.
Yeah, that's only the thing which is nowadays practiced as a therapeutic thing, because these are we cannot these are the ancient texts and ancient techniques, and now it's not available for all everyone. It's one of the reason, and the another reason also, it can be like it's not safe for in case of therapeutical or some kind of benefits. Not benefits, we can say, means for the risk is more. So though you have to put it, this practice what happened in the practice means, if you have you seen the banana tree or the stem of banana? Have you seen? It's
Yes,
like,
ma'am.
it's having a little bit watery or having some kind of gum kind of thing. So when you put it inside, what happened, the whatever the phlegm or whatever the toxicity which is there in the inner layer, it get stick to the stick, and when you put it and discard it, it just get it is just considered that it removes. Now you have a clean throughout the body. So what should be the length? Basically, it should be 10 to 12 centimeter long and a very thin, because you cannot take it this much thin. You cannot put it in the mouth. So you have to take a very thin stick, and just, and it's also precaution that before using it, you must boil it first so that it have a little bit softness in. Sometimes in the Danta dhoti also we apply ghee. In the rubber neti also, when it's too hard, we apply. In sutra neti also, when we are performing, we apply a little bit ghee so that it's soft and the inner muscle doesn't get strained. Okay, so it ghee is also can be applied, which will help to take them swallow easily. So here I have already discussed what are the benefits. The cough, pith, and mucus is there in the inner food pipe. So when the you just take it inside, so it just clean it, and with danda dhoti, the all the three doshas, kapha, pith, and clear mucus are expelled with the help of rechakriya or the exhalation. Next is Vaban dhoti. I hope everyone has done this. This is a very common technique. Here you have what we simply take 1 or 2 liters of water, and using salt in it. It should be the amount of salt should be according to the taste. So just you can sit in a kakasan, or you can just sit down, or sometimes people just do in the standing position also, but always drink water in the sitting position, and you have not to stop in between. You just take in water directly 1 or 2 liters according to your capacity, and then slowly with the help of finger we are trying to press the thing, and you get the vomit out. So explain the butter by vomiting. So what's the benefit? Cough and pith disorders are removed. Okay, so in a danda dhoti, what is here? The three dosas are removed: vata, pith, and cough, all the three. But in the vamana dhoti, cough and pith disorders are removed completely. Okay. So there are very slight difference between Vaman Dhoti and Kunjal Kriya. Many people get confused. In Kunjal also we do there are two types of woman dhoti, kunjal kriya, and
Ma'am,
sometimes there is
Dandadoti, I think Kafam, Pittam, Tata, Kledam. It's not Vata.
okay, sorry, kled, it's a kled. So moving to the next, it's just a pronunciation mistake. Vamanthoti is of two types, Kunjalakriya and Vyaghrakriya. And there is a very small difference between Kunjalakriya and Vyaghrakriya. In Kunjalakriya, what is basically done on empty stomach, but in Vyaghrakriya is done. Sometimes you imagine you take a chow mein and now you're not feeling good, means something like you don't feel good and you want to vomit it out. So at that time, take again the repeat the same process. You are taking the water and removing everything whatever you have taken. So this kriya is called Vyagra kriya. But when you are waking up in the morning and doing the same procedure in the empty stomach, this is called the Kunjal kriya. Okay, sometimes in the exam you can just face the question. Okay, moving to the next. So one of the contraindication, this is very famous technique, so you must be very aware to the what is the contradiction. First is those who are having blood pressure or fluctuated blood pressure should not be even attempt to do Vamani Kriya or any kind of Kunjal Kriya. Okay. So, and the other thing is the people who are suffering from peptic ulcer or hernia or any kind of intracranial pressure, diabetes with eye pressure. Those who are diabetic, sometimes they get the ocular pressure, their ocular pressure increases. So they can get the sometimes the blood split or is also there. So these are the very minute thing. So you have to keep in mind while performing or suggesting somebody or some patients to do this. Again, here the heart disease. The heart patient, any cardiovascular patient also should not be advised to this practice. So, even though Kunjal Kuriya removes the hyperacidity from the stomach, but not recommended as the risk of harm outweighs the potential. But it is not even recommended during pregnancy also. Sometimes what happen now when we feel acidic, people suggest Vaman Kriya already. Sometimes acidity can be due to various reasons. So medical precaution or medical recommendation is also very necessary. So just go both the way. Even just don't take a single suggestion. Always just when you collaborate, when you integrate, then only you will be able to heal and when you will able to practice yoga in a good way. So moving to the next. Next is another important technique, that is the Vastra Dhoti, cleaning with the help of cloth. I think many times the question has been came, what's the length of the Vastra Dhoti? So this is very important question. So Chatur Angul Vistaram Sukshma Vastra Snegarshe. Puna. So what's the length? 4 finger wide. The length of the Chatur Angal Vistaram. So it should be 4 angul. What's the width? 4 fingers should be gradually. For the preparation of Vastra Dhoti also, you have to be empty stomach, and Vastra Dhoti has been should be performed on the empty stomach. The roll should be of cotton also, and sometimes it's in the market, it's available with the malmal, a kind of uh, cloth is there, it's very soft. So malmal cloth is also there. So the both the cloths you can be used, but before using, if you buy from the market, first soak it in the warm water, wash it carefully. There should be no small thread here and there, because sometimes when take it, it will be inside and you will not be aware, then it will be problem for you. So just clean it very finely, and take more and more time for preparation of these things. So what you have to do, initially you have to try to swallow it. Initially, as a beginner, you will get a vomiting kind of thing. Suddenly the water will and everything will become inside, but after doing so many shaving practice, you will be able to take Vastra Dhoti inside. So take it slowly. So then what are the benefits of doing Vastra Dhoti? Gulm, Jwar, Paliha, Kust, Kaf, Pitam, Vinishyati. So this sloka you must be remembering. And the another adding thing is the Arogyam balam pushtist bhavatesti dine dine. Slowly, when you practice Vastatharati, it rectifies all kind of skin problem, fever, or you are facing with the enlarged spleen, leprosy, and cough, phlegm itself. So it also keep the body free of disease, so increases your stamina, cheerfulness, or promotes healthy growth of your body. So how the Vastradhati has been done. See, this is the position. You have to sit in this position completely and slowly, one by one, like this. You have to eat the whole cloth inside, and then slowly, and you have to take it out also slowly, because sometimes you will feel vomit, and don't try to drag it too fast. Always just take it slowly outside also. Initially, I will suggest always do in the guidance of some expert, because sometimes you will have to face some complications as well. And the length of it is said that the length is very in another text also. So it should be, initially you have to the whole length should be around 6 meter, but initially you can take 10 centimeter, then 15 centimeter, then slowly you can increase. Have you done, anyone try the
Yes, ma'am, I have done.
Vastrudhati? Very good. Because if you haven't done the technique now, then you will you will can't imagine even what is happening in this situation. So this is a very hard working practice. So next is the moving to the next is the Mool Sodhan, that is the anal cleansing. So the Mool Sodhan is here. What's the benefit of doing this? Is again apana krudita. There are 5 types of vayu has there na pranapan, saman, vyanudan. So again apan is reside in the lower part of our body. So the cleansing of the apana vayu we perform Mool Shodhana Kriya. Okay, you can just even the simple question can come for doing what kind of technique should be performed for the doing for the purification of apan kruta kind of thing. So you have to answer, this is Moola Shodhana, anal cleansing. So any kind of disorders, so what can be the disorders of apan vayu? It can be constipation, it kind of some other disorders also. So we have to this is again another secretive practice which is not available to everyone. So here also it says that you cannot perform cleaning of the anus. You have to again take the turmeric root. It should be like this length or this length, like the length of your finger. So you have to combine with the repeated washing with the water. This you have to take it inside your anus and you have to clean it. It removes basically the hard faces and constipation. In the modern medical therapy also, those are very elegant. They are using some kind of rubber or plastic pipe also. But see, this is already explained in the so back medical text that it will be helpful for removing the constipation. By doing this, the body becomes graceful and healthy, and the digestive fire is stimulated by this. Simple. Next, moving to the next. Can you explain, any of you, the all the Riddhoti? Sri, Sonia ji. No. Anita ji, can you explain?
Yes, ma'am.
Please.
From Danda Dauti, ma'am.
No, all the
Varisi
Hiridudhoti.
Dauti, okay, ma'am.
Whole. What are the subtypes we have learned? Quick.
Danda Dauti, Vamana Dauti, Vastra Dauti, ma'am. Danda Dauti with a stick, like a bamboo stick. We should boil it and we should insert into our mouth. So it will clean our food pipe if there is any impurities are there. Next, Vamana Dauti, we should drink salt water by sitting position.
Which stick should be used for doing the Danda Dhoti?
Like banana stem.
And anyone else?
Banana, stem, turmeric, or sugarcane. These three can be used.
Continue, please continue, Anita ji.
And then Vamana Dauti, we should drink salt water, and then we should leave our three fingers, that is our index finger, middle finger, and ring finger, by pressing our tongue so that we will get vomit. It is of two types. That is Kunjal Kriya. I am right, ma'am. And another one.
Vyagri Kriya.
Vata Kriya, Kunjal Kriya, if we do it in empty stomach, Vata Kriya, if we have some kind of food block in our chest, like that, we used to take vomit by ourselves.
No, in the chest, no. Take some kind of food which is not easily digestible, or you are not feeling good, you are feeling as you try to vomit it out that time.
Yes.
No obligation in chest. Okay,
Okay,
continue.
ma'am. And then Vastra Dhoti is that cloth, it's like a cotton cloth. We should insert it in our mouth, ma'am. That's.
And Sonia, can you explain about the Vastra Dhoti in detail?
Yes, ma'am. In Vastra Dhoti, it is the cleaning by using the clothes. Here, the clothes, the width of the clothes should be 4 finger and the length should be 6 meter. One should sit in concussion and swallowing the
And which should be
cloth,
width? What's the width?
4 finger.
Yes.
And the
Okay.
length is not mentioned, right? The length in the sutra is not mentioned. But if they ask about the length, what is that we should be marking?
See,
It's 6 meters.
okay, keep going, keep going.
Yes, and after swallowing the clothes, we will leave about half of the length of the clothes, and after that we will pull out the clothes after cleaning the abdomen regions, and it will purify all our uh, uh, that one proper
Sai, can you
disorder.
explain about the benefits of
Yes, yes.
every Hirit Dhoti?
Sorry, ma'am.
Benefits only.
Only the
Yes.
benefits. I
Let him continue, Sonia. Sai, please, go ahead.
So benefits of Danda Dhoti is it helps in kapha, pitta, and mucus related disorders, and also destroys the heart diseases. And coming to the Vamana, it destroys the kapha, pitta disorders, and contraindications are you have to
About the
practice
heart
during.
disease, is it written in the sloka, or you are just explaining with the help of your knowledge?
No, no, ma'am, it is not written in the sloka, but the
Good. We have
explanation
to
down.
revise. Now we will revise according to sloka, word to
Okay,
word.
sloka, then kapha pitta disorders are removed in the Vamana. Then in the Vastra,
Dand.
the
Let's
when
start with the dand.
in Danda, kapha pitta, mucus, and the heart diseases. It is told in the
okay.
Ma'am, this
sloka.
is told in the shloka.
Yeah,
Okay,
these
Varnasya
Queenie, Queenie,
Hridarogam
continue.
Nashayed. Hridarogam Nashayed is destroying heart diseases, right?
heart diseases. Yeah, yeah. And these benefits are told in the sloka, and Vamana, Kapha Pitta disorders are removed according to the sloka, and Vastra, skin problems, fever, enlarged spleen, leprosy, and Kapha related disorders are removed in Vastra. And coming to the Mula Shodhana, disorders of Apana Vayu, it removes the diseases of constipation, and the digestive fire is stimulated.
Okay, good. Okay, so from yesterday, have you prepared the question? Any of you? I have told now, prepare at least 5 to 6 questions. Have you prepared? हाँ, ऐसे कैसे काम चलेगा? How? When you will not ask the question to your own self, then how I can just let you explain? Huh? Okay, just add 5 more. At least to make it very simple. The thing is, you are not reading the textbook. I will share today the textbook in the group. So just read the textbook and just try to make more cross question so that just assume you are a teacher, not assume you are definitely a teacher, because just think how many cross question you can ask from one sloka. So just prepare, it will be good for you, it will be really helpful for you making a preparation for the exam. I just request. So tomorrow we will finish the shatkarma, and we will start with the asana. I hope you have to read the whole shatkarma, don't leave the next part also. So we'll see you tomorrow.
Ma'am, there is a doubt. So, according to the the questions asked in the UGC net, so we have to remember the benefits or whatever it is according to the sloka, right, ma'am? Like whatever the benefits
Yes,
are
yes,
mentioned.
yes,
So, but
because
you have, for our extra knowledge,
yes.
you have also dealt with the other part, like you're dealing with the contraindications and all, no? So, but we have to learn this sloka, like things mentioned in the sloka only would be asked, right?
See, there is a very quick thing. Ki if you prepare this unit, Hatha Yoga unit, you will be able to deal with ninth and 10th unit as well. Because the ninth and 10th is your therapeutic, right? Am I right?
Yes,
Your
yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
so, reading everything is very important. If the question comes in the context of yoga, means the question is according Gherand Samhita ke anusar, according to Gherand Samhita, which technique has been used to cure apan vayu disorders? So, what should be the answer? Mool Shodhan. If the question is according to Hatha Ratnavali, what is the benefit of this pranayam? According to Hatha Yoga Pradipika, what is? So at that time you have to know the exact answer of sloka, because according to my experience, आपको एकदम 200% याद होना चाहिए what is the benefit of sloka. For knowing the therapeutic benefits, for dealing the ninth and 10th unit also, you have to read it in detail and try to learn. Because the another question will also come in the exam. So if a person is suffering from cardiomyopathy, which technique you will suggest to them to practice? There two asan will be given, one pranayam will be given, one shatkarma. If you don't know in detail, then you will not be able to question the answer. So for the therapeutic thing, you have to read in detail. For the Hatha Yogi context, you have to read the sloka. That's only the thing. Okay.
Thank you, thank you.
Ah, okay. Then we will see you tomorrow. And just I request, come with the question. That's the primary need. Okay. Okay. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.